And you have got a stunning picture there. Is that overnight?
Yes, early hours of this morning, John. Very good morning to all. A lot of activity on the sun recently meant a stunning display in the skies above the UK last night. Were you lucky enough to see them? This one was captured in the north of Scotland, where the best of the displays were on the Murray coast. But we did actually see them quite widely across the UK. This was the Isle of Man, and during the early hours of this morning, even captured as far south as Norfolk. The aurora is likely to return again tonight, but not as strong and probably limited more towards the far north of Scotland. Now,
Matt, I know you've had some extraordinary pictures in overnight from viewers sending in beautiful aurora pictures, sunrises, sunsets, bit of everything.
Indeed, I'll have some more aurora pics after 7 o'clock. Very good morning to Sally. John, good morning as well. Let's deal with what's happening today, first of all, shall we? Because dry, but as you can see here in St Albans a short while ago, a misty start for some, but it's not the same everywhere. Once again, like we've seen through recent days, some of you starting off particularly damp. This is Penarth in South Wales here and the far southwest of England, seeing some of the most widespread rain right now.
And you have been sent some fantastic photographs this morning by your weather watchers, Matt.
Oh yes, the weather watchers certainly treating us, not only with the nighttime aurora pics, we'll have more of those in the next half an hour, but some beautiful sunrises underway at the moment. It's a dry, bright start today for many of you, but not for all. Like recent days, unfortunately, you're going to have to be prepared that there will be some further downpours across the country.
We've got some gorgeous images to bring you this morning from the BBC's team of weather watchers. Take a look at the first of the northern lights of the season. These gorgeous colours of the aurora were visible after a strong solar storm last night. That's from Norfolk.
Stunning, isn't it? We've got some pictures of the scene showing beautiful skies in Ramsey, Isle of Man. That's from Griff. Thank you very much indeed. Griff on the beach. Good place to be for that, isn't it?
Gorgeous. That's wow. Now that's Bonnybridge, and that's from David. That almost doesn't look real. I reckon David's got a fancy camera.
Yeah, so he's pretty far north, isn't he? But
Yeah.
it's interesting how much further south some of these pictures have come in. This one from the northeast of England, though. Whitley Bay from
That's
Paul.
gorgeous.
Thank you, Paul. Keep those images coming if you've got one as well. And we and Matt will share them a bit later.
I want to know, how are they taking those pictures? That can't be on a phone.
I think
That's got to be, yes, it's got to be on a proper camera.
And do you add a bit of filter as well?
Yeah.
Brighten up the colours?
Let's ask that question.
I've no idea.
Dave and Paul, let us know.
It was just very, very foggy here and misty.
Was.
No colour at all.
Yeah.
What we have got though this morning, very good morning too, is a bit of sunshine, a bit more widely across the country from Shetland here, as you can see from our weather watcher Jeannie, all the way to the south coast of England. But as you can see here in Hove, the clouds are building up yet again. There will be more showers across the country. Some of you already starting the day wet.
With a rather gloomy image there. Morning, Matt.
Good morning. Yeah, there's some weather watchers that come in which really just captures a mood, and gloomy, turbulent, brewing, that sort of feeling, isn't it, out here in the west of Scotland at the moment? And it really sums up the story for the next few days. Bit of sunshine around, but dark rain clouds never too far away from any of us until we get later in the week.
Now the skies lit up with the northern lights for the first time overnight. It's a true sign that autumn's here, isn't it? The winter knocking on the door. Matt's
Stop!
No, I know.
Not yet.
But look at that. It's worth it. It's worth it if we get pictures like that, Matt, isn't it? Stunning.
It is. You didn't need to mention the W word though, to go with it.
You went
My
there.
one step ahead.
Yeah, exactly. We've only just gone into autumn. But yes, very good morning to you. The first widespread display across the UK this season, all the way from northern Scotland. This picture was taken in the Murray coast in the northeast. We also saw them in Northern Ireland, quite beautifully there, as you can see again on the north coast, and to parts of northeast England. These are the areas where it was at its strongest. Different colours indicate the different gases, that those charged particles which have come from the sun. More activity over the weekend, which has caused that. So the greens, the yellows and the reds, indication of oxygen in the atmosphere, the purples and the blues, more to do with nitrogen. And there could be some more aurora tonight, but I anticipate it just being a little bit more limited to parts of Scotland. Not quite as strong as display, I don't think, through the night ahead. I think I've still got the Polaroid of my first day at school somewhere, but it was a bright day, I think, when I started. A bright day for many of you out there at the moment. This is the view in Inverness. Very good morning, by the way. It's going to be a day where some places stay with some sunny spells, but there's still going to be those downpours around. And indeed, over the next few days, downpours never too far away.
Some really great views of the Northern Lights last night. This is Norfolk, but it was also visible a little further south too. Now, unfortunately, if you're on the lookout tonight, the viewing conditions won't be quite so good. It's going to be really quite cloudy and there'll be some rain as well. Hi, thank you, Nina. Yeah, the signal's really good for tonight. Unfortunately, the weather's not going to be playing ball, but I think across northern eastern areas of Scotland, such as here in Aberdeenshire, there will be another show perhaps again tonight. But that's really it in terms of clear skies, because elsewhere just going to be really quite cloudy and there'll be a lot of rain as well. I have to say that the next couple of days or so, very good for rainbow spotting again. This was one caught by one of our weather watchers in Cumbria earlier on this morning.
Talking about Christmas, let's bring Sally in, because
seamless.
I feel like we are heading closer to Christmas because it's pretty much like autumn right now.
I know, we're getting it. I watched my first Christmas special on Sunday.
Stop
and it was
it.
still the end of August. I couldn't resist.
Sally.
But the weather's taken a massive, if I can get my words out, you can tell I've had a holiday. Drinks may have been involved. Stop it, Sally, not now. Anyway, I did speak to people today about autumn and how on earth they are coping with this change. Here's what they said. Are you a summer girl or an autumn girl?
Autumn girl. When you wear hijab, it can get quite hot in the summer, and especially in the UK, no aircon, so love a little cosy season, you know.
I noticed you guys struggling with this coat here. Are you too hot or too cold?
Too hot.
Are you?
It was raining where we came from and it's dry here, so it was a mistake bringing the jacket today.
A big error. You've got a nice umbrella as well. You've not gone for a cheap, nasty one.
Well, you know, looks like a good coat, isn't it? Buy it once, hopefully don't lose it on a train and hang on to it.
I have lost so many umbrellas and you're going to need one tomorrow. Oh. We've got a bit of a grotty start, but hopefully it'll end on a sunnier note. There we go. I do give. Here we go. Hello again. I hope you had a super day. Some pretty dark clouds over the last few days and more to come. We've got some wet and windy weather around tomorrow. Following on behind it, there is some sunshine, but still a few heavy showers as well. But it gets a little drier as we go through the week.
Now, the Northern Lights were spotted across the UK last night for the first time this autumn. Here they are in Somerton in Norfolk and another one in Norfolk. This image was captured by Simon Luckman in Great Yarmouth. It's thought the lights may return tonight, and this is the sky above Ramsey on the Isle of Man this morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. And here's the view in Scotland from the village of Hopeman in Murray in the northeast of Scotland. Very beautiful indeed. Let's get the weather now with Ben Rich. Are we going to see the Northern Lights again, Ben?
Well, there is a chance, Ben, but the solar activity is now reducing, and perhaps an even bigger problem will be the amount of cloud. Clouds is going to be a big part of our weather story over the next 24 hours, and with that, some quite lively weather, some heavy rain and some really strong winds.
Well, the picture says it all, doesn't it?
Yep, it has been another reasonably soggy day today, Riz. Good evening. Yes, it really is feeling very autumnal. We're only on day 2 of meteorological autumn, and we've had a real mixed bag. This, rather surprisingly, if you're up early this morning, was first thing around 8 o'clock. Clear blue sky, no sunshine. So many of us lulled into a full sense of security as fairly quickly the cloud rolled in, and with that cloud rolled in the showers. And we've had these showers really through much of today, some of those quite heavy, not so much in the way of thunder and lightning. Now,
thank you, Kate. Wetsuits at the ready tomorrow. That's where we leave you. Thanks very much for being with us. Never take that for granted. You can, of course, see more stories on our website. And if you missed the Londoner who's racked up tens of millions of views over her love of buses, just check out the BBC London Instagram. For now, though, from all of us on the team, whatever you're doing, have a lovely evening. Bye-bye for now.
A meteorological autumn continues on a wet and windy note for many, with a weather warning in place for rain for some of us. I'll have all the details later on in the national forecast.
Now, Joe is in Grossington in the Yorkshire Dales, and Joe, apparently it's another chance for some of us to see the Northern Lights again tonight.
Yes, certainly there's a possibility tonight. Last night, apparently the aurora was visible as far south as Dorset. Eagle-eyed viewers spotted it further north. Certainly last night we have some fantastic photographs here. These were taken in the northeast of England. Sunderland saw some beautiful sightings of the aurora, the Northern Lights last night. Now, for many of us, it could be a bit tricky tonight. There's more cloud cover around, but as you can see here, there is a possibility as we head through tonight, probably again across the north of the UK, parts of Scotland might just get a glimpse of those if the cloud breaks up enough through the early hours of tomorrow morning. Now, plenty of active weather around over the next 24 to 48 hours. We have seen a few heavy downpours across the UK today, and temperature-wise over the next few days, it'll be up and down as well. But one thing's for certain, we have a spell of rather wet and at times windy weather moving in through tonight and for tomorrow. It'll be tracking northwards across the UK, and in fact, the Met Office has decided to issue a yellow warning to cater for that, and it's relevant from midnight tonight. Around 2 p.m. tomorrow, actually, for the southwest of England, pushing into South Wales by the end of the night and the first part of tomorrow. Some really heavy rainfall, something to bear in mind if you're travelling tonight or again tomorrow. That rain will push northwards across many parts of the UK, and there could be heavy rain for many areas as we go through the day tomorrow. Let's take a look at the details now in the forecast. Spells of rain to come for many of us over the next few days or so. It really feels like autumn has hit, and it could be quite windy at times as well. Of course, quite a few leaves already falling from the trees, and we're likely to see a few more coming down, perhaps even a few branches, with blustery showers developing through the rest of this week. Temperature-wise, it will in fact be on the up towards the weekend, other than that around average for the time of year. If, like me, you're not quite ready to find the winter boots and coats yet, temperatures are on the up as we get towards the weekend. Hopefully there'll be some sunshine to look forward to as well to end this week. And that's your forecast.
OK. Jo, thank you for that. Fingers crossed.